Okay, welcome to another episode of County Talk. We're here with Bo Andrews, who is our superintendent over here on the West End. You may not have known, but the West End has an entirely separate road and bridge unit, and because the West End is so remote. So I'm Sue Hansen. I'm one of your elected county officials, and we do this because we want to make sure that everybody knows what's going on in the county and the things that, especially if you're on the East End, you tend to think that's the only world, and we want to show you a different part of the world. And over here in the West End, it is kind of like that. So thanks for taking the time. So we're gonna just start here with a quick, because the offices are boring. No offense.
No, they are.
Okay, so we're going to start with the offices, and then we're going to move through and go see the real action and see what kind of equipment we have here on the West End. So let's start just by telling folks a little bit about why do we need to have a West End division over here?
Well, we really need it because Montrose can't do both sides. There's always been this division over here, and it just isn't feasible for Montrose to come over and do that. It's almost 2 hours of drive. There's no way over the top in the winter.
Right.
To get the roads open by the time buses run.
So typically over there, they're up and about at 3 o'clock in the morning. When it snows, they're ready to get out and start cleaning up the roads. That would be untenable to have to drive all the way from the East End over here.
You'd end up stationing a crew here all the time anyway. Right. So
all the cots. Yeah.
This is the best option.
So it's necessary because it is the West End. It's still part of Montrose County, but people don't always realize that it's pretty much a trek to get over here. Well, why don't we go ahead and we'll talk and walk at the same time. Okay. So this is not just county talks, this is county walks and talks. Okay. So let's go on down to the...
So if we can do both at the same time.
Sure, so all these offices, you have your office back here.
We got the computer room, my office, Sandy's office.
Okay.
Restrooms, Brant's office.
Okay, get those restrooms.
You'll need those.
Need those.
A break room for the guys.
Okay.
Have lunch, breakfast.
So
This is where we meet every morning.
Okay, so you do a meeting and then
we meet every morning. The crew comes in, we get a plan, we get everybody sent out. This is where everybody starts their morning. Okay. Gets the equipment outside. A lot of the equipment stays on the mountain. So
why does it stay on the mountain?
It's not feasible to bring it in every night.
So someone's gonna go back up there and start working anyway, so why drive it all the way back?
Why bring it in? There's no reason. So.
Is there coffee in there, snacks?
There is coffee.
Okay, all right, so that's why they start there. Okay, now this is the big shop. We're coming on to, so right now it's empty, of course, because guess what? The equipment is somewhere else, right?
The crew's out, everybody's out. This is the road and bridge side of the shop. These are our bays. Fleet mostly works out of the other bays.
Okay.
But yeah, this is pretty well empty during the day. I mean,
so fleet is responsible for taking care of all the vehicles, making sure they've got enough oil in them, that kind of thing?
Fleet does all the maintenance on the equipment, trucks, pickups, everything. Yep, okay. They do the oil changes. They also take care of the airport and all the other facilities that are here in the West End.
Well, that's great. So it's a real team effort. So we have lockers, and you have a workbench over here.
Yeah, we got
this is a lot neater than my husband's shop.
Well... It's not neat.
Should I send him here?
There's always room for improvement on your stuff.
Yeah. So you have a lot of space in here.
We do have a lot of space.
And so in the winter, are you putting your equipment in here?
We keep 2 snow plows over here, and then we keep 3 in the other building. But mainly this stays open. We bring stuff in to work on it.
Okay.
Grease.
All right. Yeah, I know we did a employee luncheon one time, and I think we set up in here.
Yeah, that's where we set up. Yeah. We can do all our get-togethers here. So yeah.
Well, it's a lot of space. It's good to have that much space to move around in. So why don't we head out? Do we want to see Fleet, or can we just cruise out this door?
No, we can cruise out the door.
Okay. All right.
You want to go in the other side of the shop?
Sure. Let's just do a quick one and see what happens.
You want to skip the offices?
I'm trying. Yeah. Skip the offices. What? Sorry. What? What the heck is this?
That's a jumping jack. That's to compact dirt. We used it in trenches mostly, around pipe. Okay. Make sure we get our compaction so we don't have any voids in the dirt.
Are you old enough to remember those old weight loss things, and they would put the women on them? And
it works basically the same, Sue. Well, I'll tell you what, you don't want to let it get you down.
It looks like it needs a man to handle that, or a really strong woman.
Oh, it's not as bad as you think. So.
Okay.
Let me go in here and we'll open up another bay.
Okay, so here's the fleet department, and we're gonna go into another bay here. So if you take a look around, at the West End, one of the best parts about being in the West End is look at this vista. It's beautiful, and look at all that beautiful equipment. We're going to talk a little bit about that in a minute, but it is really beautiful, and Bo was telling us that over here behind the shed, and we'll see it in a minute, but it's the 47 cow camp. So when people are taking their cows to higher pasture,
That's one of the local ranchers.
they're able to station their cattle there and then move
Yeah,
on.
it's one of the main permits up there. There's 47 cow camp. Weimers have a big cow camp. There's lots of ranchers spread
Yeah.
out across there.
Yeah, yeah.
That's just one of the features you can actually see.
And at dusk, you said you can see it says
In the
47.
afternoon, it's a little better. Right now, actually spring's the best before the leaves get on.
So it's kind of, yeah. So here, it's a tourist tip. Come on down to Montrose County Road and Bridge in the West End, and you can get a little C47 cow camp.
Yeah. Well, this is the fleet side. This is where they maintain all our equipment, oil changes. They have a welding shop for fabrication.
Okay.
They're pretty well
You would
safe.
bring the equipment in, you lift it up on these lifts to
Yeah,
be able
we
to
have
take
these
care of
lifts. We have a lift over here for oil changes.
Okay.
We're pretty well self-sustained. They do a great job.
it. How many miles do you have to go before you do an oil change?
How many miles? It's usually 250 hours on the
Okay, 250 hours. Okay, cool. Well, I was going to say, I said that looks better than my husband's. This kind of does look like my husband's shop.
Yeah, there's a lot of tools. They don't always get put away.
You have to have a lot of tools, don't you?
You do.
Good. So what's different about maintaining the roads here in the West End as opposed to the East End?
We have about 680 miles of road. We have a lot less asphalt over here. We have 45 miles of asphalt. The rest is gravel and dirt. We have a lot of maintained native roads. It's just totally different than the East End.
Right,
We have
so-
a lot less people.
So do you get comments about MAG and people wanting MAG and requests?
There's always people that want MAG, and I would love to give it to them. It just doesn't meet the ADT for our
So
policy.
ADT meaning
Traffic per
the
day.
average daily traffic.
Yep.
So it has to hit a certain mark before they
Yes.
qualify for the next level of road maintenance.
Per our policy, yes. So you have to hit a certain mark to get MAG.
Right.
We have one road we do MAG, and it's a little low on ADT, but it was paved at one point, so we had to do something to keep that with the heavy truck traffic.
Cool, great. Well, one of the things that I think is important is that road and bridge is one of the most important parts of the county departments. I mean, obviously the sheriff's office and safety, but you have a lot to do with safety too. And just tell us a couple of the things that you have to do for safety, to make sure that people are driving on safe roads.
We do a lot of things. We do a lot of inspections, make sure the roads are where they need to be. I mean, we have an A to D system on our roads.
So A being the best.
A being the best, D being the worst. If you hit F, you failed anyway. So
Don't go on the F
no,
roads.
you don't want to go on the F roads.
I don't like to go on
we
the
don't
F
have any
roads.
of those,
No.
So
We only have D roads.
the bridges, those are state inspected every 2 years. Anything over 20 feet is mandatory inspected. We pay to get anything less than 20 feet
Okay.
inspected.
Okay.
So we're pretty on top of our bridges.
Okay.
And we're in pretty good shape on the West End
Yeah.
as far as bridges go. As far as emergencies go, we work well with the sheriff's office. I mean, they keep us informed. If we have to close a road, they're really helpful with that.
Yeah, and one thing you don't expect because it's a very high desert kind of environment here, but we've had some significant floods in the valley, right?
Oh, we get a lot of flooding, especially down towards Yerevan in that canyon country. And there's really nothing you can do about it. We'll go close the roads. We get them open as quickly as we can, but it takes most of the crew to get everything back open on a big event.
Well, and again, it's just like being in Utah where there's you'll have a monsoon rain
Yeah.
and then the roads can wash out. So
And you can be dry and still get a flash flood and knock your road out. It's
So, part of the safety thing too is maintaining the speeds of the roads. And I mean, you're kind of putting up the signboards when you need to. We're going to talk a little bit about
we
that.
always do the informational signboards. We try to we take care of complaints as quickly as we can.
Right. I'd love to have 0 complaints.
It would be nice, but
Would-
you've always got a problem or two. There's always room
Well,
for
I am
improvement.
optimistic that
Yeah.
someday, by the time
Someday
I'm done
we-
with my term, there'll be no complaints at all. Because nobody's really 100% happy all the time. And I just think it's important for people to understand how hard you and your crew work. So talk a little bit about your crew and how, in fact, do you want to walk and talk? We
Yeah, we can do that.
So tell me about how many people are on your crew and what your crew is like.
We have 10 operators, 1 foreman. We have 2 fleet mechanics. 1 fleet supervisor is one of the mechanics. We have 1 admin person. We have a great crew. I mean, they're good at their job.
And they have great attitudes.
Oh yeah, they got great attitude.
Yeah, they're fun.
They're a
and
happy crew.
Every time we come over here, they're just really complimentary of you and your leadership and kind of what's going on with Montrose County.
Well, I can't say enough about them. I mean, you can't beat them. They all know their job well. We have one new person. He's been here about 6 months. Everybody else has been here from 4 to 12 years.
Oh, yeah. So
So-
they know what they're doing.
They've been here long enough. They
Right.
know.
So when
Yeah.
you send them out, you don't have to really micromanage them or anything like that, do you?
No, they know their job well.
Yeah. So that's really cool. So what kinds of qualities do you look for in a really good person? You just hired somebody for
You know, we
6
have a
months
lot
ago?
of self-motivated people. You don't really have to push them to do what
Why
needs
is
to be
that?
done.
Is that
You know,
just the West End mindset?
I think they want the roads as good as everybody else does. So.
Well, and when you're in a small town, you're going to run into people at the grocery store.
Oh, everybody runs into everybody.
So what you don't want is someone going, "Hey, come over here! You didn't do this."
Yeah, that's no kidding.
So this is one of the newest pieces of equipment that we just have in the fleet.
Yeah, this is our new mulcher dozer. It did come with a blade, so we can swap it out. It can be
Okay.
a regular dozer. It's really helped with cleaning up the shoulders of our road and
Okay.
our line of sight, getting rid of all that nasty dead trees that are hanging off in the road.
So also would that help for culvert maintenance too, to keep the weeds out?
It
of the
really
culvert?
wouldn't. You could clean up your drainage, and we have up on the mountain. It is really helpful for fire mitigation because cleaning up the edge of those roads
Right.
it pretty much makes you a fire line that's easy to maintain.
Right. So what about with the weeds? I mean, I know that our natural resources director has talked about that sometimes road and bridge contributes to the spread of
And
weeds.
we do. That is a problem. We do our best to wash it before we move it to different areas, especially Forest Service to BLM. We try to keep it clean, but mowers are worse than this is going to be. We don't have a lot of stuff stick
Yeah, it's
to
probably
this.
just really hard to just control that kind of thing.
It is. You're going to have some of it, but it also helps some too.
So don't you think that the reason why people are attracted to road and bridge is because they get to drive all this cool equipment?
Well, you got a lot of nice equipment. When I started here, we didn't have this nice equipment.
Yeah, and you know what? It's a whole lot better than sitting at a desk. I mean, I think it'd be fun to be out there on that equipment.
They seem to enjoy it. I enjoyed it. It's hard to beat. This nice of equipment, you can get so much more done.
Right. So even though you have to spend more for these kinds of, these are expensive pieces of equipment. The county
We've
devotes a
spent
lot
the
of
last 5 or 6 years upgrading our equipment, and we've done well with it. I mean, we've got the newest, greatest, and latest. And
So
it's-
what do you save when you get when you are able to upgrade to really good, efficient equipment? What is it? Manpower that you save? Yeah, fewer
Well, it's
people
easier
out
on
on
your
that?
guys. That nicer equipment's easier on your guys. I mean, we have less maintenance, less breakdowns.
Right.
We have warranties with most of them. Some of the emission stuff is a little iffy, but
But we also have a fleet program, so we're always trading out.
yeah, we have a fleet program, and they're based on hours, mostly on trucks and equipment. Pickups, it's a mileage based lifetime.
Right. So yeah. So I know that when we first implemented the fleet program, we had equipment that was very old, and we
We had a lot of
couldn't.
really old equipment.
Yeah, and you can't maintain it, right?
You can't maintain it. It breaks down in the field. You can't get it in.
Right.
This has helped a lot.
Yeah. If you have
Nothing
that
wrong
old,
with old equipment, but
no, but you have to
you
have a
gotta keep
wizard.
upgrading,
You have to have a
so-
wizard that fixes.
yeah,
Right.
yeah, full time.
So I see a shiny vehicle over here. Tell us a little bit about
These are
that.
our new tankers. We use these a lot on the roads. East End uses them for mag. We use them just to haul water. We'll put a drop bar system on it, so when we grade roads, we can go ahead and pre-soak for the graders.
So how much water? How much water would that hold?
These hold 5,400 gallons.
Oh wow! So would that be like one application for a road, or?
Oh no, we'd probably do, depending on how much road we're doing. In 2 miles, you'll probably put 4 of those.
Holy smokes! Wow, that's a lot of water. But with all the primitive and dirt roads that you have in the West End, that's critical. I
And
would
without the
imagine.
mag, we do a lot more blading, and it just takes more water to get the gravel the way we need it to hold up for the traffic.
But the roads here don't seem to create the dust. I know that the East End we have many more miles of roads, but it is a help to have them tamped down and dampened. And what's the secret?
You know, you just got to get them wet and get them shaped right and compacted back.
Yeah, it's an art.
Yeah, it's just what you got to do to keep them maintained.
Yeah,
So-
I've noticed that. After 30 years or so of running some of this equipment, these gentlemen are just they're like wizards with maneuvering this equipment and being able to form a road. And I mean, just even when they mag chlorid my road, I'm always like, God, that was a good job.
Yeah, they really get a lot of practice. And
Yeah.
especially over here. I mean, we got so many roads that
Yep.
we got
So
about
tell us
half of
again.
what the county has.
You have 600 miles.
We have
of-
680 miles total.
Okay.
We have 160 miles of gravel and right at 400 miles of maintained native.
So that's primitive roads, which we over in the East End have a few. I'm not sure of the number
I'm
of
not
miles.
sure what the miles are on the East End.
But you know what the problem happens on the East End is that new people move in on a dirt road. They love the
Yeah, and-
the back roads kind of thing, and then they start saying, "Hey,
they run into muddy season. or
when am I going to
something.
get my road paved?" So
Yes.
that is the big question.
And the ADT really is what
What determines-
drives that
right.
upgrade.
And I love that we have that in place because it used to be old time. People would call their commissioner and start crying and saying, please, please.
Yeah,
And
they
now
used to
we
have
have a system, and the system alleviates any of that
And
favoritism.
we have a really good policy in place for that.
Yeah, I
so-
think it's very fair.
Yeah.
Okay, well, what else do we have over here? Because there's a lot of gadgets and weird
Well, we have
things.
some of our old tanker stuff. We do have a distributor truck. I believe that's going to be, it's on the replacement schedule for this year.
Good, okay,
This is our old shop and office.
okay.
They just moved out of this in 2014 when I started.
Wow, that was a nice upgrade, wasn't it?
It was a
to
great
this one?
upgrade to
Yeah,
this
to
one.
this one. No kidding.
Yeah. It was a big improvement. I mean,
Oh my gosh, that's terrible, isn't it?
it's great for what we're using it for now.
Right, so now you're using it for just storage? Or?
That's where we park our snowplows in the winter, and it's still heated. We can still do some mechanic work over there. We don't have any offices, but
Okay.
we have our sign room in there.
Yeah,
It's useful for what we need.
we're probably not going to go in there today, huh?
No, I don't
Yeah,
think
it looks a little creepy.
it is creepy,
It is creepy.
but I'd love to own it.
Well, you certainly have a big footprint here with all the
We got a
equipment
pretty good
and stuff. So,
setup. Yeah, I mean, we have a lot of culverts that we store up on top.
and you have your plow blades over
Yeah,
here.
this is our winter equipment when we're not using it. So
Yeah. So, what can we kind of scoot through here, or and then see what's going on, and then we can. I already showed people that you work in this beautiful.
well, we got a great
area.
view from up here. That's for sure.
Yeah, no kidding. So, what's this gizmo?
This is just regular dump truck. It's snowplow combination.
Okay.
We had to do some work to it, so we had to put the snowplow back in. So
Okay. So you're plowing snow, but you wouldn't be putting anything in there. You would just be
no
plowing
sand,
snow, right? Sand. So you
we
could-
use cinders over here. We don't have the sand and salt.
Oh.
We use cinders and sand.
Why is that? Just because?
You know, it's what we've always used over here, and we own the pit that it's in.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So it's really no cost, but
Right.
it works well.
Okay, cool. And I know we have our own gravel pit over here,
We
right?
do have
so
our own gravel pit. It's at the end of the airport over here.
so everything couldn't be more convenient for you right here, could it?
No, and we've got like 200 years left in this gravel
Is
pit.
that one of ours?
No,
Oh, okay.
we're surrounded by gravel.
We're
pits.
surrounded, yeah. Everywhere you look, and we're looking at Lone Cone over there, another really
Yeah,
cool
you got the Lone
viewpoint.
Cone,
I mean,
Forest Peaks,
yeah.
Divide.
It's so nice. And then just for orientation for people that are watching, our airport is over this way. You can't see it from here, but we're kind of in this
On top
right
of the
area.
hill.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really cool. All right, anything else you want to tell us about what's this fine operation we've got going here?
Well, that's our fuel system. But
Okay. Well, that's always
really,
good.
I guess
So it looks like you use a lot of these you use a lot of exhaust fluid. Is that just like
we use everything that we have now has exhaust fluid, and we can't really get away with it.
that's one of the emission requirements?
It's an emission requirement.
Right.
It's a lot to keep up with.
Yeah. Because even in a regular car, it seems, I don't know how many miles it is, but a
and
regular
we'll put
diesel
4
pickup.
gallons a day in most trucks.
Holy
when we're
smokes.
running. So
Yeah. Well,
which
you can
isn't a lot, but it is a lot.
Well, it seems like a lot to me. So you can see that there's a lot of room here. They have a lot of room to maneuver. The crew parks their cars over there.
Yep.
And then, as you can see, we have the bays from this perspective, and the offices down at that end.
And we got all drive-through bays. That's really nice for
Yeah.
working on equipment. So,
So what do you love about your job?
you know, it's been a great job. I enjoy where I work. I mean, you can't beat that.
No, your location is awesome. Don't you think the commissioners are really awesome too?
They are. They are. But no, you can't beat where we work here.
Yeah.
it was a good move. So,
Do you feel like the citizens here really appreciate what you do? And I mean, I'm sure you run into the grocery store too. Do you get comments from people?
oh, people stop me all the time. Everybody around here is pretty great.
Yeah.
I mean, they've
Just to say thank you?
not always.
Not always thank you. It's the same here. Same
Yeah,
here.
but
for the most
really,
part,
you can't beat this community.
no, and we're doing it for the public, and I think at least for me as a commissioner, that's the most important thing is that we're here. The taxpayer money goes to this kind of an operation so that they can have safe.
Yeah, and we don't get
roads.
a ton of complaints. People more bring issues to give you knowledge so you can get them fixed.
Yeah, they're
'cause-
like our eyes and ears out there on
well,
the
yeah,
road.
because we can't make this many roads every day.
Yep, exactly.
Or even every week.
Yep.
So
Yeah, I tell people all the time, please don't hesitate to call because you are our eyes and ears because we can't. I mean, we have our far east mayor.
Yeah.
I mean, we can't be over there every day
No.
to figure it out, so we really rely on people to
and
tell
we got
us.
Paradox Buckeye.
Well, sure, yeah.
and we go all the way to Norwood. So.
Right. So for the people that haven't been in the West End, what would you tell them? This is your opportunity to tell your coworkers why they should come over here to the West End.
Why they should come over here to the
Just to
West
visit.
End. Just to visit.
Yeah,
Not to
just-
stay.
No, there's no place to stay.
Well, there's a lot to see. I mean, we got some great stuff to go see.
Mm-hmm.
We got great roads. I mean, we've got more back roads than they do.
Yeah,
I think.
I think so.
I haven't traveled their side.
Yeah.
but, I mean, you got hunting. Why wouldn't you come over here?
Why wouldn't you come over here? So thanks for taking the time and chatting with us today. It's really been a pleasure and appreciate you helping us out and help us understand what's going on here in the West End with Road and Bridge.
Well, thanks, Sue. I appreciate
Yeah.
it. Thanks for coming
Good,
over and
good.
giving us a highlight. So.
And that will conclude another episode of County Talk. Who knows where we're going to go next? You just never know, but we're glad that we can bring a little insight for all of you to know kind of what happens within Montrose County. So we'll see you in the next time.